And for one of our ceremonies, which is the sprint review, and sprint review demonstrates or help us see the definition of done. Have we met the definition of done as a team? And this is a demonstration of the increment to stakeholders, gathering feedback and adapting the product backlog. So that's what we get continuous improvement and adaptation to. We can also get that with the sprint review because this is where we sit with our stakeholders and we review those work that we've completed over the sprint and to show our stakeholders those incremental value we've brought as a team to the whole entire product backlog. So we want to review what we've done over the last 2 weeks and see things we can implement towards the next sprint or things we can actually change and stop doing. And the fourth ceremony will be the sprint retrospective. Very, very important. As a coach, very, very important. Take this event very, very important. It's very important to the team to discuss on what they've worked on, just reflecting on the sprint, identifying what went well, what can be improved, and actionable items for the next sprint. So you want to sit with your team and have those conversations that what can we do to improve our teams? Just reflecting on items that you've worked on helps you get a clearer picture of what have we done or what can we do to make the next sprint better than what it was, last sprint. What are the things we need to implement within our team to ensure that we're making this team a more favorable team for everyone to work? So, what are the things we're doing that we think might need improvement or we might need to change the entire thing? So, yeah, the sprint retrospective is very, very important. So, I want to let the scrum masters know it's very important to get those feedback from your team on things that was done last sprint and how we can actually make the whole experience better for them in the next sprint. So I want to talk about Scrum Flow. So what are the things we use to visualize the flow of work in Scrum? We need to talk about things that because we talk about things we do as a Scrum team, during our daily stand up. That's why I emphasize on visualization. So there's a need for visualization of the flow of work in Scrum. We could talk to our stakeholders about what we do all day, but if they're not seeing it, how we gonna validate the fact that we've been working? So one of the visualization flow in Scrum is the backlog refinement. So regular activities to clarify and estimate backlog items. So the backlog refinement mostly is supposed to be led by the product owner. This event helps us to regularly check our backlog, ensure they are up to date. They're fine tuned to the product itself to bring customer expectation, to life, to a working software. And another thing is sprint. So sprint is one of the way we bring down the flow of work. So it's a time box iteration where the development team builds the increment. So we get the backlog refinement, make sure the work is ready, which is the definition of ready, and we place it into a box, into a sprint, workable items, which is stories, and we'll put it into the sprint, which is a time box iteration where the development team builds the increment into a working software, or maybe into a demoable item. And the other workflow is sprint review and retrospective. That could come together. We could do because the review and the retrospective, we looking at continuous improvement and adaptation. Those are the key value of running a retrospective or a sprint review. So it reflects and adapts before starting the next sprint. So those are the things we're looking at the Scrum flow, or you could say the visualizing the flow of Scrum or the work in Scrum. All right, let's go over to the benefit of Scrum. What are the benefits of Scrum? So first of all, we want to highlight the advantage of doing Scrum, or what the Scrum framework offers to a team. So first one is adaptability. This is a very good one because I say it's one of the best benefit that Scrum team offers to development team, and we've discussed that in a previous video. So it's the ability to respond to changing requirements and market conditions. So we all know the world we live in today is really a revolving world. It's like changes happen every minute, not even every day no more. It's every minute. There's a new competitor in market. There's a new software in market that could beat the old software. So as a Scrum team, when the team is able to adapt, and pretty much the ability for them to respond to new requirements and condition, or the market condition, helps a lot in software development lifecycle. Another benefit is the transparency. Scrum actually bring a clear visibility into progress, and project status for all the stakeholders. We get that through our ceremonies, creating that transparency during the daily stand up, when we have our Kanban board, showing working in progress, blocked items, and discussing it within the team. So transparency is very beneficial when you're practicing Scrum. Another good one is collaboration. So Scrum offers a strong emphasis on the team collaboration and cross-functional communication. And it's very beneficial in a way that we having those conversations, which is the daily stand-up, retrospective, and sprint review, backlog refinement section. This is a very good avenue for teams to discuss on different topic, and how it benefits the team. So that face-to-face conversation helps a lot, and Scrum provides that. And another benefit is the faster time to market. So frequent delivery of potential shippable increment helps the team to achieve, or helps the organization or the whole customer to achieve productivity, to achieve profitability in their production, in their market. So another benefit is the continuous improvement, and we've talked about this during, when I explained the 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 retro, the retrospective ceremony. So continuous improvement, regular retrospective that leads to progress or process optimization. That's what Scrum actually offers. It helps us, um, you know, learn from our previous sprint and implement it, that will lead to processes that will optimize our productivity, which is pretty much the lean mindset. All right. The tips for successful Scrum implementation. What are the tips, or what are some of the tips to ensure a successful adaptation of Scrum? Uh, First, proper training and education for all the team members. As a team coach, as a Scrum Master, as an Agile coach, something I normally do is whenever I go to a team that is migrating from waterfall to Agile, I want to do the Agile transformation. I want to go through the Agile transformation with the team. I want to ensure that they're ready to start practicing, Scrum framework. So we want to ensure that the team is well trained to do or to do their role, because a Scrum team has three roles, which is the product owner, Scrum Master, and the development team. So want to ensure that everyone understand their role so they could implement what comes with their role, and thereby we're having a well-functional team. So proper training and education for all the team members is very important in creating a successful Scrum team. So empowering the development team to self-organize and make decision. I've heard about the team complaining about excessive meetings, from, just meeting, some of the meetings are not bringing value. So my advice to the team is being encouraging them to be self-organizing, making decisions that pertain their work, making decisions that pertain themselves, being a part of the team. So what I normally advise them is this meeting adding value to you? Is it, what are the priority of this meeting? you know you need to prioritize your meeting and all that. So are they adding value? So if they're not adding value, you should make that self-conscious decision to say, okay, this meeting is not adding value. I could just message or drop a chat in the meeting and be like, if you guys need me, let me know, you know rather than just being in a meeting that doesn't bring no value. Another thing I want to also discuss is collaborative and transparent work environment. We want to create a transparent work environment. We want to create that culture of collaborative, you know, within the team, collaboration within the team. So, how do we create collaboration? Creating conversation. We want to create that conversation, communication. That's how we create that collaborativeness and also bring transparency to our work. Because if we communicate and have a way of communicating as a team that is open, we're creating that transparency too. So finally, regularly reviewing and adapting the Scrum process. So you have to remember, as a team, we have to continuous improve, to be a successful Scrum team. We have to continually improve our process and also adapt the things that we've learned along the way to make ourselves better. So always having that mindset of as a lifelong learner, as a coach, as a Scrum Master, is very beneficial to you. Read things of value, bring things of value to the team, and let's make our team great. Thank you all for watching.